Dinosaurs in Suburbia. What could possibly go wrong? On this episode, I am going to be discussing the new movie, The End of Oak Street. So get ready as Cine James Movie Talk starts now. What's up, everybody, and welcome to Cine James Movie Talk. I am your host, Mr. Cine James himself, and today I am going to be giving my spoiler thoughts on the new movie, The End of Oak Street. But before we do that, as always, you know what to do. If you like this show, you like the content, you're listening to me on YouTube and Spotify, hit that like, hit that subscribe, show me some love, and as always, I greatly appreciate all of your support. As always, before we get into my thoughts on this movie, we are going to run through some quick stats. I don't have a lot of stats for this since it just came out, but let's get into it. So, The End of Oak Street, released on August 14th, so just 24 hours ago. This movie has a runtime of 1 hour and 39 minutes. What's up, everybody, and welcome to Cine James Movie Talk. I am your host, Mr. Cine James himself, and today I am going to be giving my spoiler thoughts on the new movie, The End of Oak Street. But before we do that, as always, you know what to do. If you like this show, you like the content, you're listening to me on YouTube and Spotify, hit that like, hit that subscribe, show me some love, and as always, I greatly appreciate all of your support. Before I get into my thoughts on this movie, let's run through some quick stats. Don't have a whole lot of stats for this since it is still a new movie, but let's get into it. So we have The End of Oak Street, released on August 14th. So just a few days ago. This movie has a runtime of 1 hour and 39 minutes. It is directed by David Robert Mitchell, and this movie had an estimated budget of around $85 million and has a current box office. This movie is sitting around $18.5 to $20 million at the box office right now. This movie stars Anne Hathaway and Ewan McGregor, two heavyweights in this movie in the acting world. But let's go ahead and get into my spoiler thoughts for The End of Oak Street. Again, these are going to be spoiler thoughts. So if you've not seen the movie yet, put a pause on this, go check it out, and then come back and check out this episode. I had a fun time with this movie. It was pretty fun. Didn't have a whole lot of expectation going into this. I wasn't expecting any type of big blockbuster or wasn't expecting this movie to win any awards for anything. I just went into this and just had a fun time with it. And that's what this movie delivers to you. So in the short breakdown of this movie is we have the Platt family, and this is in 1980 suburbia. Looks like the early 80s, around that time frame. And they live in a little suburbia area, Oak Street. And due to a series of, I guess if you want to say, cosmic events, they have some light strobes end up being wormholes that transports their suburban area back in time to prehistoric dinosaur times. And then we get the interaction with dinosaurs and humans together. And during this, the Platt family, has to stick together to survive, and they have to go through, and as they're going through and trying to escape from the dinosaurs and survive from the threats, they start to find out more what happened, and then they discover the wormholes, and they transport themselves back through the wormholes back to their time, and then they find out that as they go back through time, that they end up back before the events of the wormhole, before the cosmic events happen that sent their town back. They go back and basically warn everybody of what is about to happen. That's kind of the short breakdown of this. And here's the interesting thing about this movie. So if we remember, go back to, this is almost in some ways the Jurassic Park sequel that I think I wanted, and I think a lot of us wanted, right? So go back to when we had Jurassic World and that trilogy. I'm sorry, quadrilogy now with Rebirth. But go back to I think it was Fallen Kingdom. So at the end of Fallen Kingdom, and again, spoilers for anybody that have not seen these movies, but at the end of Fallen Kingdom, we have where dinosaurs are now in the same, they're interacting directly with humans. They are in the same settings, the same areas, and they're interacting with humans. Which was an exciting way to end it. And for me, I thought that that was like, oh, wow. So when we get to the third movie, we're really going to have some fun with this, because now we're going to, my thought was, and maybe a lot of other people's thoughts to this, was that we were going to get a movie finally where, oh, we're going to get dinosaurs now in humans world. Okay, and how cool is that going to be? We're going to see dinosaurs really going after people. We're going to see them going through gas stations, going through towns, going through, malls, whatever, all these different things, interacting with modern species, animals, predators, all that stuff. It was just setting up something that really could have been exciting. And then obviously when we got to Jurassic World Dominion, we got a little bit of an opening sequence with some of it, but we did not. Jurassic World Dominion just completely went off way out there, and unfortunately we did not get, I think, what we all wanted to see. And so this movie, I have to say, I think is actually better than some of the Jurassic Park sequels that we got. We get what we wanted. We get dinosaurs running amok and just terrorizing humans. And I will say this, the movie is not as gory, as gruesome as I thought it was going to be. If you remember when we saw that first trailer, I thought, "Oh wow, we're really going to get into this with some of the gruesomeness of it, with the dinosaurs attacking humans, so on and so forth." We have a few moments like that. There's a few moments like that, but overall, it's not as it has some. I will say this: it does have some graphic scenes, but it's not as gruesome as thought of. I like the one thing with this is I like the chemistry with the family. I think that was really good. I enjoyed the kids in this, and I liked again, I liked how, they had to go off and survive in these elements. And it was pretty cool. Like, how were they going to, and that was my thing with this movie, was how were they going to introduce dinosaurs into this? What was going to be the plot device for this? And it was the wormholes, the wormholes. And I thought that was a pretty cool way. I thought that was a pretty fun way, to show how you were going to bring them in. And essentially it was, the humans in Oak Street gets transported back to prehistoric times, and I thought that was pretty fun. It does have some elements of comedy, which I like. There's one big comedic scene, and it involved, again, spoilers here, it involved two of the dinosaurs getting it on. I thought that was absolutely hilarious, because they're building up this tension that there's going to be another threat, because they hear this sound from the distance, so it's building up this tension. And then when we get to that, I thought that was absolutely hilarious. The one thing though that I did not, for some parts of this movie, and when we start to get towards the end, when you really start to put the pieces together more with the wormholes, it starts to get predictable. But before we got there is one scene that for a character that I was not anticipating. I did not think they were going to go there, and that was Ewan McGregor's character. Essentially, he gets killed off. He gets mauled by one of the dinosaurs. It is gruesome, and I was not expecting that. But when we get to, and I like how they did. Again, spoilers. When they find out they can go through the wormhole, and they get back, when they go through the wormhole and they get back to their time, and it's right before the event of the cosmic wormhole, and Anne Hathaway's character, Denise, she looks at the time, and she knows where she's at, and she comes up with this idea, and she again, so her husband, he delivers pizzas, And Ewan McGregor's character, he delivers pizzas, and so she calls the pizza delivery company for Greg to come deliver the pizza at the place that they're at, not to their home or anything, but to the place that they're at. And so it brings the husband back. It brings Ewan McGregor's character back. And I thought that was actually pretty cool. Again, predictable, but I thought it was pretty cool. And it was nice to see the family get reunited. Um, so I think, and I liked uh towards the when the dinosaurs when they first transport through the wormhole, and they kind of keep the dinosaurs kind of hidden a little bit, and I liked and I like how they gave some of the look of the dinosaurs. They actually went with a little bit more accurate look, as we've kind of learned over time. They went with the more accurate look of the raptors, and I thought the way they handled that was really neat. I thought that was really cool, and they built up a lot of suspense with the raptors. They built up some suspense with a lot of these dinosaurs and animals in this. Um, Again, it was fun. Again, don't go into this expecting like some big blockbuster, some big Academy Award winning movie. It's just a fun movie with dinosaurs or humans getting terrorized by dinosaurs, and the humans have to survive. That's the short of what this is, and it's centered around the Platt family. Um, so that my final thoughts on this. I didn't really have a whole lot to say on this. I didn't have a whole lot to really break down with this movie. Again, it's just a fun movie. I didn't have any expectations with it. I had a good time watching it. But it's not really something that I feel that I really need to like thoroughly break down for everybody. I would say on this, this is kind of I don't think you need to rush to theaters to see this movie. It's kind of a fun date night movie. Or if you're looking for like a matinee time, you're looking for something for a matinee to go see. It's just kind of one of those movies, but this is something that I think you would enjoy. You don't have to rush to theaters to go see it. Excuse me, but I think this would be a fun movie when it hits streaming. So that is going to do it for my quick spoiler review on The End of Oak Street. Again, fun movie. I don't think anybody's going to be disappointed with it. Again, don't go into it with a lot of expectation. Just go into this movie having a fun time with dinosaurs terrorizing humans. That's really the best way to look at it. But that is going to do it for this episode and my spoiler thoughts on The End of Oak Street. Once again, if you like the show, you like the content, YouTube, Spotify, hit that like, hit that subscribe, show me some love, please. Also, follow me on social media, Facebook, Instagram, at Senna James Movie Talk. The next episode, we are going to have fun with. The next episode is going to be on one of my favorite movies and one of the biggest pop culture movies of all time, the movie that really brought about the street racing scene in the 2000s. And we are going to be talking about the one that started it all, The Fast and the Furious. Again, this is the 25th anniversary of the iconic movie. They're re-releasing it in theaters. So the next episode, we're going to do a little chat up, a little discussion about The Fast and the Furious, some of the influences they had on myself as a young guy with his car back then, and just kind of where it took the franchise to, be it good and bad. But the one that started it all, The Fast and the Furious. And then after that, of course, we have the new animated Batman movie, Batman Nightfall. That is a very much anticipated movie. I am definitely looking forward to seeing that. So that is going to be coming up next. But that is going to do it for this episode. As always, guys, thank you so much for all the love and support. And I will see you at the box office.